Kaduna Airport at one time was also undergoing repairs. They also ran into this question of funding, and the state government provided the funds and later got back there. So there's nothing that stops our governors in the south, since we regard Enugu as our regional capital, to work together and they actually find the funds to make sure that it got, and then they can get a refund.
Okay here. It is no longer news that the Enugu International Airport is closed. What is, however, news is that it's going to take 10 billion naira to get it back in use. Mazezoke is entirely not happy because of the things happening. As you are aware, we've been on this campaign to ensure that the Enugu International Airport comes back to life. Abuja was done for 5.8 billion naira, and Abuja is 3.6 kilometers one way. And they are telling us that they need 10 billion to fix Enugu runway. Can you spot the scam? Today, Sunday, the 13th of October 2019, makes it 30 days plus one that the contract, quote unquote, was signed. How can you sign a contract where you do not have any money to execute a contract? And it would be fair to say that it is a Yahoo contract that we've engaged in. Ethiopian Airlines has cancelled all the flights coming into Enugu, and now it is official. That means Enugu Airport is officially dead. They have achieved their aims. I told us last week in my last video that I have it in good authority that Wike will be in Addis Ababa. And yes, this week Wike was in Addis Ababa to sign a contract to take over the space. And yes, Wike was in Addis Ababa. The agreement was signed. Officially, Enugu passengers are now transferred to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt has a bigger runway. Port Harcourt has a new terminal that's been commissioned recently. Now, why do we have to blame Wike? Can we blame Wike? Why hasn't our own politicians lobbied for anything in Enugu? We have a governor in Enugu, and that is an airport. I have done so many things in my capacity when there was fair disparity to engage Ethiopian Airlines, to encourage them to come fly into Enugu, that it's going to be better. At the moment, night landing facilities are installed in Enugu. We must now boldly say that the day of reckoning is here on the Akanibiam International Airport, and all those that were involved in making it a national laughingstock that it is today. A couple of Igbo groups like Igbo Renaissance, Igbo Kunin Initiative, which I head. Now we are calling on the aviation ministers and political players from the southeast that served from Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from Yaradua to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan administration to get their records handy, as we will be asking serious questions on the vexatious issues surrounding the Enugu International Airport. We can no longer keep quiet. We had the opportunity when we were given the chance to design a new international airport. And what we designed was not fit for a motor park, neither is it fit for a bus terminal. It is no news that from the 24th of August and over 6 weeks now, today 7 weeks plus one, domestic flights to Akanibiam International Airport have been diverted to Owerri Cargo Airport. Following the airport's Aviation Authority Nigeria regulation framework to shut down the activities happening in Enugu. Why? Because of the upgrade of its facility. The same airport, if you guys remember, was closed from February 2010 and was formally reopened in December 17th, 2010 to enable the firm appointed by the government to begin the upgrade of the work. We must keep tab with timelines here. The Akanibiam Airport project was executed in 2 phases. The first phase being the extension of the Enugu runway from 2.4 kilometers, which is to 2,400 meters, to 3,000 meters, which is 3 kilometers. The width from 45 meters to 60 meters to enable larger aircraft to use the runway. It is a sad tale. The phase was what President Goodluck Jonathan himself performed the commissioning and official redesign of it. And that was the international airport that the Goodluck Jonathan flew in to commission. The second phase, however, was the construction of a new apron and taxiway and the upgrade of the airfield lighting system. Now, airfield lighting system to category 2. Pay attention here. The lighting system at the airport was upgraded, unless they are telling us that, they took our money and it was all a fluke and no one did anything. It is, however, very significant to note that the chairman, Senate Committee on Aviation, at that time, Elder Anyem Chukwu Ude, representing Ebonyi South constituency, led the members of the committee to Enugu a week before the reopening of that airport, to ascertain the extent of work in place. When he came to the airport, he made a very serious remark. He expressed his satisfaction with the level of work done by the contractor. No one forced him to make that remark. Also, very interesting, is the fact that the head of publicity affairs of the Federal Airport Authority, Mr. Atazia Mwanganga, went ahead to praise the effort of the government and the contractors, pointing that the runway project was one of the fastest to be completed in 10 months. One of the fastest to be completed in 10 months. That was Mwanganga. Again, in May 18th, 2013, the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was accompanied by the Senate Chairman Committee on Aviation in 2013, Hope Uzodimma. Hope Uzodimma contested under APC to become the governor of Imo State. He said the same man that promised Father Mbaka that a hospital will be built at the Adoration Ground by January 2019. There are other dignitaries at the coast city for the commissioning of that supposedly fully upgraded international airport. As expected, and on hand to receive Goodluck Jonathan when he came in, was we had various ministers, we had commissioners, of First International Airport in the southeast. We had, as of that time, this job was done under the Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua. Minister of Labour came in that time, and we had also Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, all senators from the southeast, all governors of the southeastern state then, in 2013. Imo State Governor was there, Abia State Governor, Anambra State Governor, Ebonyi State Governor, and of course, Ugwuanyi, who is the host governor. The Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives, now Emeki Hedioha, then he was the Deputy Speaker in the House, who is now the Governor of Imo State. He was there. All House of Assembly representative members from the Southeast, everybody was there. It is, however, very sad to note Very, very sad. And very heartbreaking that none of the people who were at that commissioning event, with the mandate of the masses, cared to ensure that the job was done to the best safety quality. What a lost opportunity. We blame the North for all the ills in Igbo land. Yet we have an opportunity to do something and do something like people with brain, and we let it go. On the 6th of April 2010, former President Goodluck Jonathan, swore in his cabinet. And now I want to give us the history. And significantly, Mrs. Fidelia Njeze, who incidentally is from Enugu State, was sworn in as Minister of Aviation. That was when he took over from Yaradua in July 2011. After the start of his second term, in order to reward Stella Odua for the door-to-door campaign he did for him, Jonathan swore in Stella Odua. Onyonyi from Anambra State was sworn in as the Minister of Aviation once again. Enugu, Anambra. What this means is from the process of contractual agreement to the technical documentation and to the execution of this repair, upgrade to the Enugu International Airport. It was done between the period these two people, our very own sisters, Fidelia Njeze, Stella Odua, this is the time they were in charge. Our own, not Fulani, not Yoruba, our own. It is worthy of note, because the more I say these things, the more angry I get. It is worthy of note also that fact that from May 2014 till the end of President Goodluck Jonathan's tenure in 2015, Chief Osito Chidoka from Anambra State was also the Minister of Aviation. I will note here, within his time, there was no contractual award. It was basically carrying out whatever every other person has done. It is also very important to note that the current House Chairman of the House of Committee on Aviation is Honorable Nolim Nnaji, representing Nkanu East, Nkanu West Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. He is there today. He is from Enugu State. It is a sad tale. The day of reckoning is coming. We of the Igbo Renaissance and the Igbo Ekune Initiative believe that the president, from the President Yaradua days in office, when the upgrade of the Enugu International Airport was mooted and was initially discussed up until today, the Southeast have had individuals who are well placed to ensure that with their involvement, the aviation industry, that a sound job is delivered at the Akanibiam International Airport. It is rather befuddling how none of these individuals took a closer look at issues that made Enugu Airport a death trap by the aviation industry standard in less than 6 years of commissioning a widely celebrated runway. And what we have is what we have today, leading to the current shutdown that has plunged the whole Igbo nation, the Southeast, into a deeper and economic repression. For posterity's sake, we would like to state that this current closure of Akanibiam International Airport is because of badly executive job by the same contractor, PW, Public Works Limited. PW did the same shabby job and we are giving it back to them. What is wrong with our brain? What is wrong with a black man? On the 13th of September, we read in the news, everybody jubilating, and I even reported it, that the contract has been awarded. The chairman of the House Committee on Aviation, Honorable Nolim, a few days before the closure of the airport, the airport was closed on the 24th. A few days before the airport was closed, expressed concern over the planned closure of the airport. Nothing that is going to affect the socio-economic well-being of the Southeast. He also lamented that the closure of the Enugu International Airport was coming at a time that traveling by road to the Southeast zone has become a nightmare due to the prevailing insecurities, challenges, and horrible roads that we have in the Southeast. In his own words, Honorable Nalim made pronouncements to the effect that there will be something fundamentally wrong in the manner the Enugu Airport runway collapsed. Many of us, myself included, took him serious. For the first time, I thought someone is asking questions, and it's good that he's from Enugu. He said, and I quote him, I hope I get his words right. He said, "By my investigation, a standard runway should be a lifespan of 30 years. That is 30 years. So, if that runway could collapse under 6 years, some people have to give us explanation. Now, Nolim is saying this, not me. Even though Honorable Nolim promised that the House Committee on the Aviation will probe the mysterious and shocking collapse of Enugu International Runway, till today, being the 13th of October, nothing is happening, and nothing is happening. And we have seen no action. We have run a campaign to get him to stand up and take the bull by the horn and do the things he's promised to do, but nothing. We have kicked up a campaign to get them to wake up. But their attitude from all agencies that mounted the repair at the Enugu International weeks ago, few weeks back, is so repulsive. Till today, the Southeastern governors, under the leadership of Dave Umahi, that convened and called the minister to come, have not spoken to us. As of today, 13th October, 60 days plus one, after shutting down the Ala-Igbo International Airport, and 30 days after signing the contract that I can now call fraudulent with the same contractor that handled the first one, there is no sign of any activity or any job at the airport that the Minister for Aviation said will be done and handed over before the 25th of December. To worsen this whole insult and the matters that they have, that they have, it has become obvious from the utterances of the Ministry of Aviation and Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria that no budgetary allocation was made. I mean, I've said that over and over and over again. But before going ahead to shut down an airport, why do you not have any budgetary allocation? You said it was a security issue and, that the market should be relocated, all these things were done. Does it mean that we do not think as a people? As very, very pro-Igbo person and, within the other pro-Igbo organization, that we must commit to ensuring that we revive the true Igbo spirit while re-engaging the psyche of Igbo. We must resolve to firstly take the questions surrounding the Ala-Igbo International Airport to our kith and kin, who were and are still in position of authorities today. We also demand that the federal government of Nigeria should treat the repair and upgrade of Enugu International Airport with very serious concern. They've done it to other airports. ours wouldn't be different. One thing is very clear. We are not going to, this airport is not going to open in 2019. Now, if it's not going to open by 2019, they have all the time to do the things they ought to do, and to do it right. It is on record that the runway project at the Abuja International Airport was done within 6 weeks. There was no budget. There was no budget. The money was taken from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture under Ala-Igbo. Why is it that 7 weeks and 1 day today, and we are still talking about going on bended knees for the needed fund to be approved? We are still begging them. We are using this medium now, and when I say we, myself, Mazi, and other Igbo groups, using this medium to ask our sisters that had issues, that had dealings with this airport, to come up and tell us what is happening, to get themselves ready. We shall be calling on them very soonest to explain to Igbo what they know and how we got to this point. This Anambra International Airport saga will bet a new beginning in the holding of our leaders responsible, like we never experienced before. People, get ready. We are about to enter the surugede dance of holding our leaders to account. Also, we are, however, also calling on the southeastern governors to convene an urgent and emergency meeting to find ways to get the job done. If it means them stretching out their money and supervising, because we do not, and I do not believe that this money can get up to 10 billion. No. Abuja Airport is wider, it's longer, it's cost less. Dollar at that point that that Abuja was done was higher. So there is no logic why Enugu will cost more than Abuja. We put everybody on note. We shall be embarking on a very determined drive to unearth the wrath that led to the shabby runway that was commissioned in the midst of cheers, claps, praises for the administration that awarded that contract, only for it to collapse in less than 6 years. It is a shame, Igbo. It is a shame. When I say that with heavy heart. The Minister of Aviation will tell us there is nothing he can do. There is no money, and that airport was closed. The Minister of Aviation can, on record, Premium Times reported several times, the airport was done with 5.8 billion. People, are you guys sleeping? Is everybody sleeping? Why is it that it feels like I'm the only one getting angry? This is a rape. How come they done Abuja in 6 weeks? But in Enugu, that is shorter, that is narrower, it's going to take twice the money. Are we running a Yahoo government? How can you, on the 13th of September, said that you have awarded this contract, yet you have done nothing? It would be fair to say that we run a Yahoo government. It is unbelievable. In the same vein, we see ourselves. Anambra, for instance, is trying to do an airport, and the same madness is creeping in. Obiano, we saw in his campaign of re-election, which he contested with Osita Chidoka and Obaze and the host of others. He told the people that he has signed Enugu.
The Anambra state government is signing a $2 billion memorandum of understanding with the companies for the construction of an international airport city in the state. First, the details of the proposed investment.
The project will promote trade and commerce and industrialization in Anambra State, and as a result, it will also accrue revenue to the state's share of the profits generated, as well as IGR from enterprises directly and indirectly associated with the airport system.
The investors commend the government's initiative, promising to deliver on time and in accordance with best practices.
The business acumen, dexterity of the people, they are the driving force. They researched to know that the highest order that come from Guangzhou are made by people from this area. This is one of their driving points as to why this airport is not just an international airport. It is going to be a regional hub for West Coast.
We have a very good intention to work together for a great project. So she will always say one word, one thing, which is an old Chinese saying, but this really means that dare to dream is the first step to great success.
For the highly elated governor, the project will not only minimize cost and processes of importation, but it will also create a boundless business connection between Anambra and China.
This project will flow according to plan. If there's anybody going to waste time on this project, clearly it's not going to be Anambra State government.
With both parties satisfied, pen is put to paper.
$2 billion signed. $2 billion. 2 years down the line. Not even to clear the ground is been done. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What did he do? Obiano comes up, 2019 budget of Anambra State. He puts in 6 billion naira. 6 billion for the construction of AnambraAirport. Then you ask yourself, what is wrong with our brain? This is a man that promised us the Chinese are bringing this money. All Anambra needs to bring is the land. We've given them the land in Omeri. Suddenly, we are bringing 6 billion again for what, we may ask. If we are going to put our money to do this thing, please cancel the MOU with China. Then let us know that Anambra State is funding this. But we cannot be talking to people as if we are all idiots. And we have state assemblymen, people we have elected, giving them the power to go and represent us. And nobody's asking questions. Sometimes I think if I'm running mad, why is no one actually thinking all this and saying this and complaining? Sometimes I really want to walk away. Walk away and walk away from all this mess. But why would we? If we walk away, who's going to repair the madness happening? There is only one life to live. As Dino Melaye would always say, if you speak the truth, you die. If you don't speak the truth, you still die. Mazi is okay. I have chosen to hold my leaders politically and otherwise. I have chosen to hold them to account. And I will speak the truth. When death calls, so be it. Once more, this is Mazi, okay? Peace out.